flying, paintbrush in hand. Fortune whispers, don't misunderstand. Crystal laughter fills the scene. Future shining like a movie screen. Tarot readings, wine that flows, art that shines, and hearts that glow. Stories told in the spark divine. Friday night feels so alive.
Well, hello. Like a bad habit, I'm back.
Can't keep a good woman down.
Hey, they tried. Believe me, they tried.
I always try. That just means you got a big mission.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see if there's nobody yet. I did advertise today. I was kind of afraid to do it yesterday, thinking, well, I've had
Be
days
sure.
where I felt good, and then the next day,
I
bottom
hear
falls
you.
out. So we'll see. I'm sure people will stream in at some point.
Yeah, they were really good about coming in while you were gone, so I don't see why they wouldn't
Yeah,
come back today. So
I would think eventually.
yeah, they
But
just stream in slowly.
yeah, because they're still not, I don't think they still understand. Maybe they just don't read, the
Yeah, the
the
time. Yeah, because they show up about 6. So yeah.
oh well, you know, I know that I know myself well enough that once I get much past 8 o'clock,
It's
maybe,
okay because, this is free. So come when you want something free, come when it's going, right?
that's right, absolutely. Mm,
Oh, I like your cup. It's pretty.
thank you.
Very pretty.
Uh, I just feel so dehydrated.
Oh, I hear you. This time of year drives me out. I don't know what it is.
Well, you're in a dry climate, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, and it's dry here for, you know, all the rain that we have. We have rain like every day for God knows. We're
Right.
flooding and everything. And we haven't had rain in a while and the grass is dying. And it's
Oh
like
no.
all that water and
Right?
it's crazy.
I
Yeah.
don't even think we've had the rain we normally do because I don't have the weeds that normally show up this time of year. So, I mean, that's a good thing, but not for everything else.
Yeah. Oh God, do I remember that? That's the only thing we would get growing were weeds.
It's right. It's just that part's discouraging. You can't mow them down either because there's rocks everywhere. So,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah. There were things I did not like about Arizona. What? Go. Where's your bone? I just gave you a new bone. Oh, you little beggar. You're just a little beggar. When they're gone, they're gone.
I ran out of bones for my dogs and they're pouting about it. The one stole them. The baby still had hers, and the other dog stole it and would not let it go. Just like I'm a prized possession. So,
Yeah. Well, that's what's nice about having one, but we got bones everywhere. When I wake up in the morning, there's bones in my bed.
oh no, hiding them, huh?
She buries them. Uh,
Uh,
Either that or she's sleeping on like this morning. I woke up and she had like 4 of them right by her belly.
oh wow, she's coveting them. Hello, Jess. Happy Friday.
Hey, Jess, good to see you. And well,
Absolutely.
see you Sunday. Fingers crossed. I don't take
Right.
anything for granted.
I don't either. I do
Mm,
not try to cherish each moment.
absolutely. Jess, I don't know if you're part of the Psychic Squad chat, but
Oh, I don't
in case
know.
you don't know, Julie lost her 13-year-old granddaughter. She passed away from some illness that turned deadly. So, just so you know, if you want to say anything, go. No more treats. You're done. Oh, yeah. That's just 13. Oh, I can't. I mean, well, been there, but it's not a fun journey.
No.
That's for sure. Mm. No more. You're all done. Go chew your bone. Where's your bone? She's gonna drive me crazy.
She's like, I've had you to myself all these weeks. I don't want to share.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
Jessie.
I gotta give her credit though. She's been really good. She has been healing. Um, for as much time as I had to just stay in bed.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? There were times where I had to get myself to the door, and then I put a chair by the door so I could just sit down and let her go out on her leash.
Oh, God, I'm
It was,
sorry.
yeah, it was not pretty, but there you had to do it.
You gotta do what you gotta do. I know. I've
Yeah.
had those days where I don't know if I'm gonna pass out or I'm gonna whatever, and
Oh yeah,
it does change. It makes your world smaller. Like you're like, oh, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do this or
yeah,
have this there or do.
world just go flump.
It does. And then our animals know. So then they like get right in our like right there. They won't. He's gotten to my son's dog follows me everywhere and watches. He's just a watcher, to make sure I'm okay. And I can feel it. It's like he wants to make sure I'm okay. And
Yeah,
then
that's
you
part
kind
of
of get scared because they know something we don't know, and
Oh,
yeah.
always know. She knows psychically everything. Like if I'm going to get ready to go somewhere and I don't say a word to her. Hello, Marijana.
Hi, Marijana.
Jess, did you want a reading? Yeah, and she knows if I'm gonna, and then she starts acting crazy like she's gonna go,
Yeah.
But yeah, I was not happy the first several weeks. My blood pressure would go down into the 80s.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like, oh, and then the worst, I think, the worst patients are doctors and nurses. We know that. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Because
so,
you know what to ask. Like you worry about you probably know all of the symptoms of certain
yeah,
things.
I know
Yeah.
the symptoms and that kind of thing. But I think, I mean, I waited too long to go to the hospital. I really did.
Right. Yeah.
I kept thinking, well, and I worked in renal dialysis and transplant, and those patients are notorious for having very low blood pressure. So,
Oh,
but low blood pressure, no big deal. In the 80s, okay, put your feet up, we'll give you some fluid, you'll be okay. So when mine got down to the 80s, I'm like, okay, so the feet are up. I'm not going anywhere. I'll drink some water, da da da. Well, by the time I got there, my electrolytes were so screwed up. When I saw them, I thought, dear God, I could have had a heart attack. I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
potassium was depleted, calcium was depleted, phosphorus was gone. I had no magnesium. And it was like, shit, that's
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah.
I had like 6 IVs hanging before I knew it.
Oh my God.
And they had me in ICU, and it was like, ugh.
Yeah, I never knew what happened. I didn't know. I knew you were there, but I didn't know all of that. I
Yeah,
saw the IV, but I didn't know it was
yeah.
past.
Well, they
Yeah.
still
I'm
don't
sorry.
even really know what the
Yeah.
true cause is.
Right.
Lots of tests. I had the last test, I think, yesterday. So we'll see coming up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love getting old.
Sucks.
It's not for the week. That's for sure.
No, I think they don't tell us because we would just be like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Boom,
I'm not doing it.
on. I'm not gonna do this.
And they say they'll take your beauty and everything will fall apart.
Yeah.
Oh no, thank you. Not I don't sign up for that.
Oh yeah, and the weight I've lost. Woohoo!
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Just now starting to get my appetite a little bit back. But even then, my stomach shrunk so much that,
It's hard to eat. Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'll look at something and go, okay, I'll eat that. And I'll get about halfway through and go, no, I'm not going to get there. Oh,
I know
well.
when I'm asking for weight loss, I'm careful how I ask for it because that's usually how it happens to me. And I'm like, okay, I asked you to take my appetite away, but I didn't mean with an illness.
That's right. That's
I'm
why
like-
I always tell people you got to be specific.
Got to be very specific. 'Cause
Very,
they're like,
very-
oh, we know how to do this. There you go.
Yeah, you say you want a man to love. Well, it could be a bum on the street, but
Yeah. He's here. He's delivered.
right. So, yeah, you got to be careful there. Oh my goodness. So, Jess, I haven't heard. Do you want a reading? And Marijana, I'm assuming you want a reading, but I need your zodiac sign and your question or subject. Get some lotion on my hands before I do anything here. Okay. So have you been going to class? Because I
didn't. Yeah, I didn't. Has it been 2 weeks? I don't think I've been there the last 2 weeks because I don't feel good towards evening. I've been having the appetite loss too, so I wondered if maybe it was the energies going on because
there were a lot of solar storms.
Yeah.
In the beginning, that's what I attributed my issues to. Did read me this afternoon. Julie was on this afternoon.
Wow.
Did that happen?
Maybe it happened after her thing because I saw it later in the day. Her post.
See,
Yeah,
I haven't seen the post, so I just sent her a message. Wow. I can't imagine doing that if she knew.
I can't either.
Yeah.
I can't either. It must have happened after.
Yeah.
Marijana says she's here, but do you want a reading, honey?
Yeah.
Do you want a reading? And if you do, what's your question and your zodiac sign?
Okay. Well, that feels a little better. Like I'm not going to shed my skin. Okay.
I've been doing these backwards because both Kevin and Julie wanted to go first. So I had to prepare them ahead of time.
Go first, yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't have time to do them this time. So it's weird to shift it back, shift it back and forth, but we'll be flexible. She said General Aquarius.
Okay. And Jess was red. All right. So cross Jess off. And let me get started shuffling. Shuffle, shuffle. Yeah, that's.
I mean, it worked out fine. It's just a lot of work to do.
I mean, I watched a lot. I think as much as I could, I would watch.
Oh, you did. Thank you for coming in. I felt bad about that because you were almost like you're there, so then you're taking your energy and being there. And
well, that's a whole different ball game,
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to. Yeah, well, you don't have to do the reading, but you're still thinking about it. It's still.
Yeah, thinking about it's okay, but you don't have to use your energy to.
That's true. It's not quite the same, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I really appreciated everybody stepped right up. That
It
was
was so awesome. Everybody came in, and then the ones, everybody else like Jess and Angie, everybody and Dawn, they all showed up in the chat. That was so nice.
okay. So you're gonna take a love reading, huh? Ooh, all
I'm
right.
okay.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get started then. All right. We're gonna go ahead with Marjana since she was ready. All right, Marjana. Angels. The greatest and highest good. What can you tell? You seem to be focused on a lot of things from the past, regrets. Hello there, Miss Angie. Are you working tonight? I would imagine it's Friday night. We seem to be doing okay.
Doing good.
There. Marjana's focused on regret. But I do see clarity coming. Like if there's something that you're not clear on, thought process wise, sometimes, yeah. They want you to change it up. You know, we've got next week we have a new moon. They want you to plant some new seeds, new intentions. Give that some thought. Okay. I think the moon is new on the 21st, if memory serves me. Okay. So they want you to plant something new. Okay. And there's something here about leadership. Oh, stop it. No, no, no. Go chew your bone. I heard the sun, she works hard for the money, and you work hard for the money. Bum, 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 bum. Charlie, don't give me the wrong one. Okay. Whoops. I put her treat down like a card and was going to give her the card. All right. Yeah. If you plant some new seeds, you may have somebody coming into your life. But what I do see is that things are going to take a new direction and start to move. And you seem to have this, I don't want to say power, but knack maybe to put things in a stop, like that things start to go well, but you start doubting everything and fighting in your head about something, and then it can fall to pieces. So you have to start believing, listen to your intuition, and when something good happens, take it for what it is. Whoa, there we go. Yeah, you're gonna have some options coming up. No, go lay down and chew on your bone. I have been with her, and she doesn't like it when I'm busy. Shauna, one more card, please. One more. Okay, that I said 1, not 10. Yeah, you got options here. Now, I can't tell you time, so a lot of that's going to be up to you. You have to do some believing. You have to plant these intentions, and you have to accept things when they happen. You're going to have options. I have 2 very strong males here. Male energy, I should say. One of them is very much a leader. The other is may own his own business. Hi, Cherry. And entrepreneurial is kind of what I'm seeing. But you're going to have some options, choices to make. So let us know. I can't tell you when. Like I said, a lot of that's going to be up to you. Fear of relationship divorced. Oh, well, I understand that, but you really got to get past that or you'll never. Yes, you can be added. Zodiac sign in question. No. You've got to get past it. Do the work. If you need to, find a therapist, but you've got to release, let go. What do you have for Marjana?
So I don't know if I've said this before in your reading, because I usually forget what I've said before, but I'm getting that in a past life you were a priestess, and your guides are saying you really have to, the same as what Bonnie said, trust your intuition. Quit asking everybody else for the answer. You go within. It's time to start going within and understanding that you were a priestess in past lifetimes. You knew things. You were a seer. You saw things. You had strong intuition. You brought this into this lifetime, and you're doubting those messages. And they're like, come on now. It's getting validated every week that you're on point. So start paying attention to that, those divine messages that are coming in, and know your power. Like they're showing me this fire, like you have this passion and this fire, but you're just not believing it. So like Bonnie said, like a self-sabotaging thing. You're doubting those messages. So sometimes, we go to others to validate constantly, and that's okay, but start believing what you're getting. And then when you hear it, that's validation instead of that's the answer. And now, I know what to do. Like they're actually saying, please write down and start trusting those messages, and then come in and see it as validation, not your answer, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yes, I'm going to do love because none of you would do it when I was gone. I kept trying to get you to do it. Don did a couple. He did admit to that.
What was it we didn't do? I forgot what.
Love readings.
Oh, love reading. I did one, but it was because the guide made me do it. I did one. They didn't even ask for it. That's the funny part.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, so we're doing just love reading. Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right. Um, what I heard is there's a relationship that you're putting too much in and not getting much back from, or the reverse, but it's like it's not reciprocal, and that has to change. I do see where, I mean, you've got the sun card here, so you've got that happiness coming. And they want you to take some action on this. So if this is a relationship that you're in currently, they want you to do something about it. I do see though, yeah, okay. I just heard new perspective. You've got to look at things in a different way. Whoops, no, I'm not taking 4 cards. Thank you, Angie. Okay. Okay, I just heard that you know what to do. You know what you need to do. Listen to your gut, your intuition, and get some things in balance. You kind of, I see you tipped to one side. Go put your feet on the dirt, get grounded, and see what you can do about, evening out your plates so it's not all one-sided. And last card here, please, for Jen. Jess, not Jess. Do you have, okay, let's just take a look. Pisces, Leo, or Taurus? Ooh, that sounds yummy.
That does sound good. Ooh.
It does. Yum. Okay, I was gonna. So, Jess, do you have a Pisces, a Leo, a Taurus? Those are 3 majors that I have here. I haven't read them that way, but you may. Your Saturn is in Pisces. Okay. That's not a bad place to have Saturn. I mean, it's about relationships, but have you made a recent purchase of something or spent money on something? Okay, there's something here that's, and I don't know if this is a person. See, it's hard to read. It's hard to read sometimes for people when you know them. You can know too much. So let me just say, no big purchase, just bills. I'm with you there. Oh, your Mars is in Leo too, so maybe that's okay. This could be this relationship. Sarah, you go ahead with Jess while I try to get clarity on this.
I
Okay.
don't know exactly if this is for somebody or it has to be somebody that you're in connection with. I don't know if you're actually in a relationship with them, but what Spirit's telling me is that you are filling their cup up. Like you're literally feeding love and attention and um, you know, making them feel good about themselves. But that person is so caught up in that they're not like giving that back. So it needs to be balanced out. So what they're trying to tell me is the balance would be that it's a 50-50 thing. It's not you feeding all into that and them not giving you back the same type of validation, the same type of love and all of that. And they're telling me that if this doesn't change, then this isn't the one for you because you need that. You need that person that makes you feel like they're, cheering you on and giving you the kind of love that you're giving them. And so, yeah, this person feels great about it. And look, they've never had it before. They're feeling wonderful, but they're just sitting back and going, and you're filling up, and you're draining, So,
See,
um,
that's what I was saying, that, there's no reciprocal
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, this is just a visual for what Bonnie's saying. I guess they're just telling me like just additional words, right, in the visual. So basically, you're filling their cup up,
But
and yeah,
she's also protecting her heart.
Mm.
So, if you're
Yes,
protecting yourself, you can't be open to love. So
that's true.
you're willing to be vulnerable.
We get
But
so good at filling people's cups up, but then we don't even allow. It's almost like you got your hand over the cup like this. Even if they were to turn around, right? We
yeah,
guard it. Yeah, you got to watch that too. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
But then does that also tell you that somewhere deep down you know that person isn't for you? You have to really
Right.
look at the whole picture, right? And be very analytical about it and take feelings out, but like literally look at it,
Yeah.
Because
And
your
that's
guides, you have a go ahead. I'm sorry, Bonnie. I get so
no,
excited.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish and then I'll
Sorry. I'm so ADD that I don't know. They took it away from me. Go ahead.
sorry.
No. It's fine. It's fine. It
Mine
wasn't
was
meant to
just
say.
saying, you have to take the action. You're the one that has to speak up, and you're not going to move forward until you do. You're kind of like the, I don't have cards out, but kind of like the hangman. You're hanging from the tree. You're not going to be allowed to move forward until you do something about it. Stand up for yourself.
I know what the guides were saying. They were telling me, in addition to that, now that you're walking into your purpose and you're understanding your power and who you are, your guides aren't going to let anybody that's not meant for you stick around. So just know that and analyze whether this is what you want or not want and how's it going and, all of that. But if somebody leaves your life or they stay, if they stay, it's because they're meant for you to be around. And if they leave, it's because your guides are like, next, because they don't want anything to take you away from you aligning with your purpose. So that's why often many of us are alone because we choose people that maybe aren't on our energetic level, and then they have to move because they're distraction.
Right. And then it's a good time to ask yourself, what did you learn? Did you learn something? Or to look at the situation and go, is there a lesson here? Is there something I'm supposed to take away from this? There always is.
There's always a lesson. Every person that we come into encounter with, every situation, it's always meant to be a lesson.
Not always a lesson you like.
Yeah.
You might want to even, say a few things, but yeah. And many times, if we don't learn the lesson, not many, always, if you don't learn the lesson, you're going to get another opportunity to.
It's always worse, or it cycles back around.
It's like, okay, you didn't see it the first time, sweetheart. Take a look at this picture.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome, dear. No
You're so
problem.
welcome.
Welcome. All right. Next, we have Cherry Blossom.
Okay.
She wants a general, and she's a Cancer. Cherry Blossom. That's too many. Cherry Blossom, are you trying to make some big decision? There's something that you are finished with. It's you were carrying this big whatever project person, doesn't matter. You had this thing and you put it down. You're done. But there's a decision. Hey, Carrie Ann. I know you're here, honey, Cherry. Have you been trying to make a decision? You are. Okay. Yeah. And it has something to do with saying goodbye to something. It could be a person, place, thing. They're not telling me what it is. They're just saying, put it down. You're done with the burden. You make that decision and plant some new seeds. Try new intentions on the 21st. Okay. Cherry Blossom. Thank you. And they're telling me that you need to have some patience. That's you. That's Cancer. Okay. There, some clarity is coming. They want you manifesting. That's what this is about. Okay, so you know about the decision. Planting new seeds. The 21st is the new moon, so work that on. Be ready for that. Have some patience. Clarity is coming, and you need to manifest. So whatever, go get a poster board. I can't tell what that is, but make a vision board. And bring it to you. Attract it. Like being Venus. Venus doesn't go chasing anything. She attracts it. All right? And that's what they want you to do. Manifest it. Attract it to you. You have that power. Last card, please. Last card. One more card, please. Man. Okay. Is there something that you're involved in that legal wise? Cherry, is there something that okay, and just the side note is that don't don't worry about the past mistakes and things. But I've got not that you know of. Okay. This could be a Libra that's coming in then. You've got a very strong Libra here. You also have a very strong Sagittarius there. Is there going to be? Oh, I wouldn't say that. I didn't hear that. I just got a very strong card that could be that, but it can also be that there's a Libra coming in your life, or maybe you have a Libra placement in your chart. Just that if you had been, I would have gone further to see if I could find out what was going to happen. Okay. Sarah, what do you have for Cherry?
Okay, so what I'm getting along with Bonnie is so I started to draw and then also had a card that kind of matches, and they both show the same type of thing. Here you're sitting back and you're taking that time to contemplate and figure out what you really want to do. And here, you're out in nature, kind of connecting, trying to ground yourself. But both, if you look at it, both of them, you're in the sun. So what they're telling me is go out and sit in the sun and take in some of those rays, because that's where we get downloads to help us kind of process and get that information for ourselves on decisions, on life paths, just those big downloads. The sun really helps with that. And so they're telling me you need to get out in the sun more and like connect with nature, and just, even if like sometimes I just sit out in the chair in the sun for 10 minutes, just to connect and to start getting, kind of a deeper message. Thank you, Carrie. Just a deeper message. But both of them that were showing up for you was the sun. So they're asking you to get out in the sun to get that clarity.
All right. Carrie Ann is next, and she wants a love reading.
Hmm.
Okay, Scorpio. Are you open to love? Was the first thing I just heard. Hey, Miss Susan. Oh, it's so nice to have you stop by. Thank you.
Thank you.
I missed everybody. Okay. Carrie Ann wants to know about love. Can you tell me? Okay, they just said change decks. Thank you. It's good to see you. All right. Okay. No. Have you been making some plans, or did you have you made plans and they're not coming? Oh, there's love coming in. Scorpio, huh? Okay. Well, you've got a Sagittarius here. Or they're just saying, be patient. But things are going to start moving in the love department. And Charlie, stop it. Charlie is just not cooperating today. Are you feeling insecure? Hello, Dupree. You're overthinking. You are, if you're not careful, you're going to get paralyzed there. You have, look, you've got love coming in. The Ace of Cups is there, okay? You got the Wheel of Fortune, all right? That can be a fated relationship, but it tells me things are going to move. They're saying that you're very independent, but you may be having some insecurities. I don't know if that's true. And you're overthinking. So get out of your head. You're Scorpio. Come on. A bit broken and disappointed from the last. Oh, well, then you're not quite ready. You need to work through that. But that's the insecurity. See, now here's the Two of Cups. So you have a soulmate connection, love coming. You just got to get through the brokenness and disappointment and let it go. Where's Don when I need him? You're an overthinker. Okay, well, yeah, they told me that. But they're also showing you like the Nine of Pentacles. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is all about being independent and abundant, and, you know, you're good on your own. You're happy where you're at, which is a good place to be when a relationship comes in. That's actually when it should come in. But you do have your defenses up. You got the Seven of Wands here. But gosh darn it, girl, you've got a relationship coming. You know, Two of Cups, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. The whole thing, though, is getting through what you said, being disappointed, getting over it. So I don't know how long it's been, but I would work on that so that you don't miss this. Okay? What do you have, Sarah?
So the same type of thing. So like this is representing the whirlwind of what you're going through. Like you're trying to manifest this person, right? You're sending all this info up. I want this kind of person. I want this kind of relationship, but you're still caught in the whirlwind of the hurt and all of that. And so what Spirit's telling me is you need to go back and like figure out from that last relationship and from past relationships, what did you learn from them? What did you learn about your behavior? What did you accept that you shouldn't have accepted? What did you put into it that you felt like it was maybe going across your values or across whatever you felt like you needed to put into it? Going back as far as you can go back, maybe even it stems back to childhood as to why you're accepting certain behaviors from certain people, because it's not going to break until you do that. So it's blocking your manifestations. So you see, like you're trying to manifest, and yeah, you're bringing people, but when you're unhealed, you bring people that are unhealed too. So got to really take that time to understand where are these patterns coming from for you, and what are the things that you're doing that maybe aren't for your higher good in a relationship that are bringing these type of people. Like for me, I had to understand that I like to be fluffed up and hear all these words, but the only people that are really going to do that all the time are people that are making it up. So I had to realize that, you know. I like the pretty words. I realized it because I tried AI and AI told me, and I felt just as good hearing it from AI. So I'm like, okay, this is a problem. This is a problem.
Oh, but if
So,
you get it from AI, then you're okay.
yeah. So, you have to dig deep. It's icky, but it will free you. It
Yes,
will.
it will, but the work's got to get done. Yeah, very deep.
It's deep. I know.
Dupree, well, you're a Scorpio. You are deep, okay? So you should be able to do that. Dupree, I need your zodiac sign, or is this just a question about how we read? You want to know if I see wings on people in my mind's eye? There are times. Not always. You're welcome, Carrie Ann. So if that's your only question, that's easy. Did you want a reading? Dupree. If you want a reading, I need your zodiac sign and what kind of reading you want, hon.
Hey,
Know what's
Shavia.
coming. Okay, what's your zodiac, dear? Hey, Shavia.
Hi, Shavia.
Shavia, if you want a reading, honey, give me your zodiac sign and what kind of reading you want. Or if you have a specific question. All right, Dupree, Scorpio, General. What's coming? Dupree. Oh, that was interesting. Okay. Are you overthinking something? Because what they're saying is that you're in an analysis paralysis. It's like you're stuck there. Stuck in a cycle of it is what they're saying. Yeah, I mean, these, wow, these three cards are just so specific. Eight of Swords in reverse, the World card in reverse. These are all stuck cards. King of Swords in reverse. So what is it? You're analytical, obviously, but maybe a little too much so. I mean, for Scorpio, you must have some Virgo placements or... Charlie, go lay down. Go chew on your bone. You're done. Let me see if they can say anything else. Yeah, you need to balance things out is what they're saying. Your life pets. Well, okay. Yeah, I can tell her that. Stop it. No. Anything else before I tell them? If what they're saying is if you don't get out of your head, you're going to miss a big opportunity. Okay. A big opportunity. Charlie, no, go lay down. Charlie is used to having me alter herself for the last month and whatever. Anything else you want to give Dupree? What is the opportunity? I don't know that they're going to. Well, I believe it has a relationship with it. Charlie, no, go lay down. It has to do with a relationship. Are you married? Dupree. Yeah, they're saying this is relationship focused. Career, finance, or money. It could be money, very much so, but it could also very much so be you're not married. Okay, then with all these cards here, I'm going to say this is more relationship. I mean, I could read it a little differently, but you do have the King of Cups here. Something has come to completion. And they want you to manifest. I'll throw that in there. But if you don't get out of your head and balance things out, you're going to miss this big opportunity. And along with that could be a lifetime relationship, the kind of relationship that would leave a legacy. Okay, this is a big thing. They came out together. And the romance is where I get it because the Knight of Cups came out right after that. Yeah, I don't see it any other way. Okay, Sarah, what do you have for?
Okay, so it's kind of like an answer to the question you asked Bonnie before, and then tying into what Bonnie's saying. So what I'm getting is that the reason you're seeing wings on people is because in a past lifetime you were Elohim, and you are now in your dreams. Like if you haven't been having, you will start having dreams where you're like a warrior for the light in your dreams, like, actually having wings. You may have had dreams where you're flying, whatever, but it's real easy to they're telling me you're getting caught up in the things you're seeing and the visuals and all of that, and you end up being like caught up in that, and so that's where your head's like stuck in that spot. You have to keep yourself into the 3D, into the world here, even though you're learning about yourself and all of these things. So there has to be balance, or you miss all these, like Bonnie said, these opportunities that are coming your way. We end up, oh, I saw this, or I did this, or I noticed this. And that's part of leveling up. You start seeing more. You're vibing at a higher vibration. So now you're seeing more things around us that we can't see when we're at a lower vibration. So that's part of the process. And then you start going, well, does anybody else see that, and what's going on? And it's good to have a group you can go talk to about that stuff, but you also have to stay grounded, because you have to notice in the 3D and the normal, everyday, day-to-day stuff, so we don't miss out on those opportunities that have to do with money and has to do with people interaction and all of that. So there has to be a balance of the two.
And from your last comment, I'm going to say if you want love or a relationship in your life, you've got to change how you speak. You put out, you don't have high hopes. Well, you're not going to get it then. You need to put out that you have this, okay? It's in the present tense. I have found the relationship that I've wanted, da da da. Be very specific, okay? I need to woo woo people. I can
You need to
change.
meet woo-woo people. You need to meet people
Oh,
that are talking
uh,
about this subject. Yes.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Find your group. I don't know where you live, but yeah,
I
there's
found mine on Meetup. You know, when I moved here to Arizona,
when I
that's,
first,
yeah, I was told get on Meetup. That's where the groups are. And then you just put metaphysical groups or whatever thing you're trying to learn about, you know, or want to talk about. And then go attend it, you know, try it one or two times. See, you might have to pay, you may not have to pay, and go check it out. But you can ask all these questions, and then other people go, yeah, I see this, or I see that. You don't feel like you're alone, you know?
right.
Yeah.
That's how I got in when I was in Arizona, when I moved there. I did the same thing. I went on Meetup, and that's how I found Tina
Yeah.
way back, you know.
Yeah. That's how I found her
Um,
too. And I would have never found her. I didn't know anything about those groups, you know?
right. Um, that's right. Jess met me through this. Meetup is good. Now, it also depends on where you live, okay? Because,
Right.
like, I moved from Arizona, and where I currently live is not as open to that. And so when I go looking on Meetup for that, I can't find it unless I want to go all the way to the big city, which is at least an hour away. So, and you know, if you can't find that, you can always come on to Tuesday night class through the Zoom, but that's not going to really help you locally. Okay. It depends on where you are. If you're in Arizona, I can direct you where to go. But if you're not, you need to look through the Meetup.
There's a lot of, you know, internet stuff. TikTok has groups. Unfortunately, the ones I found that are talking about this stuff are predominantly at night, but there's all kinds of lives that people are getting in there discussing. You go in the box and you talk about these things and you share what you know or your experience. There's one at night on TikTok called Be the Change, and they talk about anything spiritual. They talk about ETs. They talk about all kinds of stuff. Unfortunately, it's like super late at night, but you can get up in the box. You don't have to show your face, and you can, you know, talk about the topic, whatever the topic is, and you get lots of, you can listen too and like learn stuff. So there's lots of platforms you can go and find your people.
All right. Chavia is a Leo and General. I hope that helps you. And like I said, if you want to come into the Zoom class, you need to get a hold of one of us and we need your email and we'll send you a link. Actually, you know, I mean, you can send it to me and I can give it to Don. Don controls the email. So, but it's not a big deal. And if you don't get the link, you can contact one of us and we can send it to you. All right, Shelby. There we go.
What was the general? Okay.
Yeah. Leo Sun, Aries rising, Cancer moon. Ooh, you're a deep feeler, but boy, are you bold. All right, Shelby. What are you fighting over, Shelby? Up in your head, it's like you're fighting with yourself. Whoa. I want to take those. These, no. That's the truth. You're fighting. Okay, yeah, there's something that you're fighting over. And you have your defenses rather high. Like, you know, you are surrounded and nobody's going to get through. It's exactly what this card is. Look at this. Okay, you see how she's got, these are defenses down here, and she's built this crystal ball around herself. Nobody's going to get through that. So that's something to consider. Why are you fearful and you've got that guard up? Because what I see here is there's a message, like it's almost like somebody wants. Are you married? Whoops. Got good news coming. That's always nice. Okay. Are you married, honey? I don't. Anything else? Whoa, caught it. Shalvia. Shalvia. La da da da. No, okay. All right. There's somebody that wants to send you a message, ask you out. They're very creative. Yeah. May work for themselves, entrepreneur, very big and bold. And they want, yeah, and they're watching. And if you don't take those defenses down, you're not going to get, you won't see it, or they won't come near you. Yes, I saw that. You're not married. Okay. And there is somebody that's interested. And if you lower that guard so that you become a little more vulnerable, you know, quit protecting yourself so much, that you may find something. Now, I also have that thing, if that happens, things are going to take off in a new direction. And there's some good news coming. Whoa. It could go very well for you, dear. What do you have for Shelby?
So I'm getting the same thing, that you're holding back parts of you and really putting these walls up and kind of like getting too comfortable with being alone, that there's energetic walls that you don't realize. And so Spirit's saying, you know, take that chance, like open it up, you know, open that field up a little bit, allow allow, people that are interested to feel comfortable, like getting a hold of you or letting you know how they feel. Because you are, you're very grounded and understanding, like you understand yourself and really coming into your power spiritually, but you've put up that wall of protection so strong that yeah, like she's saying, you got to reach out and like kind of open that up, so that there's a little spot for people to get through. But the sun in the background is showing me you're standing in your power. Like you understand your gifts, you understand who you are. It's just, in the staff. So you're believing in yourself. It's just, yeah, you've just got that guard up and you don't realize it.
Yeah, and sometimes when we're standing in our power, people become intimidated. So it's important to remember how you're coming across. You can be standing in your power and still be vulnerable. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably some of it. But if you lower that guard down, and I think you might be happy what you find.
Open up the mailbox, girl. So the letters can flow in.
Yeah. All right. I hope that helps. Did anybody else come in I missed? I don't think so. No, I think that's it. So, holy mackerel. It's 8:15 already. It didn't feel like it's that late already.
No, they're being easy on us tonight, though. So,
That's okay. I need one person who you can think of, and he's avoidant attachment. And that scares the heck out of me, and therefore I've been okay. Well, you're prejudging it. Oh, you could be so surprised. Avoidant attachment. If you're not in a relationship with this person, how would you really know? I mean, standing in the power and still be vulnerable. Yeah, it's a concept.
no, right?
It's hard to remember that what others see can be off-putting, and you're putting out, it's not that you're closed off, it's just you understand you.
Right.
And that's okay to understand you, but maybe not be so, what's a good word for that? Maybe not so sure of yourself. You can still have power and still not be so sure of yourself. Like you're sure this person is a certain way and that you're frightened of it. Well, you're frightened of being hurt. Everybody is. But until you lower those guard, you're not going to ever know. Could be something totally different. I wouldn't prejudge it.
They're telling me that it's as simple as smiling more. That when you don't smile, people feel like you're unapproachable. So if, and I know sometimes we think, well, forcing myself to smile, then I have this weird smile but smiling and like, laughing, so joking around and like laughing and not taking yourself so serious, that will lower that too.
Yeah.
And then people see that you're smiling at them and then they're like, oh, okay, I'm going to approach, I'm going to come. So it's as simple as starting that more.
You're being seen as being unapproachable. That's the word.
Unapproachable. And they don't know why, they just don't want to get rejected.
Yeah.
That'll scare people off.
So, and I understand that totally. For years, I mean, I have what they used to refer to as resting bitch face. If I'm not smiling and I'm just working or doing something, I can look very cold. Well, it's not anything intentional. It's just the natural, relaxed version of my face.
Right.
So you've got to take that in consideration and smile. And a lot of the smiling comes up here.
In the eyes. You can smile with your eyes without moving your mouth. Even if you have to think of things that bring you joy or that are funny or look at a lot of, it's hard to find comedy these days. It is. I mean, I think that's on purpose so that our vibe goes down, but find it, search it out, start watching more of that stuff, and then it'll just come naturally.
Oh,
And then when
absolutely.
you start sending funny memes to people, so that, and then when they send it back, you go, like, so it just becomes your normal state, and then you'll be more approachable and you'll know more of who's coming forward to you. And then you'll really get a feel. Are they just intimidated by my energy and my stance, or is that the way they are?
Yeah. Turn on Netflix or whatever it is that you have and watch comedy. Turn on a comic, I do that so many times. It's therapy. It helps you release. It helps you feel better because those endorphins get up. Hi, Feather. So
Exactly.
yeah, I would
You get
definitely.
instant dopamine by laughing and smiling. It's like a happy pill. It's
One more.
amazing.
Go chew on
But
your
then it also projects that out to people. So you're more approachable then. But if you're serious, people tend to step back, and admire your beauty from afar. They don't really, they don't come on up.
You've been told that too, huh? Yeah. I mean, it's a true thing. I wish I had known about it when I was young, because I wasn't, I didn't want to put anybody off. It's just how my face was, So that's good. Good, good, good. Go turn on a comedy. Laugh. Get rid of some of that. You'll feel better. Charlie, I am going to have a cow. Go lay down. Whew. All right. Feather, you are up. Did you want a reading? I'm assuming since you came in, I've never seen you.
Hi, Feather. Welcome in.
Need your zodiac sign and question or what kind of reading you want? No, you're all done. Go chew on your bone. You're welcome. Feather, feather.
I was going to tell Xavier really quick. I see this vision of a man, and I'm seeing that it's somebody but you don't know they like you, and they're literally just waiting for you to loosen up. So they're because the women these days, I keep hearing from men like, in middle age range, young and younger, that women aren't approachable. So when they don't want to meet him face to face in person, and that's what we're looking for when we're spiritual. We want to feel their energy and meet him face to face. But if you want them to feel comfortable coming up, you have to be approachable. And and you have to stand out as approachable, because most women now, when these men come up, go, wait, you're stalking me. What do you do? They don't want to get rejected. So there is a man, and I see him, and he's very good
I
looking.
saw him too. He's a king of
Yeah, he's a good looking man, but he's just waiting for you to he wants to say something, but he's just waiting for you to.
Fire sign. So that's Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
Come back and let us know when you manage this. You're just listening? Oh, okay. That's fine. You can listen.
We're glad you're here.
Yeah. We come on at 5 o'clock Arizona time, and usually stay for a couple hours.
Oh, it was for Xavier.
Shelby, we were finishing her reading. No, I only read you if you want to be read. And then I need your zodiac sign and question. That's all. But let's see here.
Feather, do I know you? Your energy feels familiar. Like I know you. Yeah, your energy feels familiar. Like I know you. Like I've talked to you before. I don't know why. I know, right? I want to know when
Right
Bonnie's going to
there.
tell
He
me.
wants to, but he's scared.
And you know him. You know him. Like, I mean, you've met him. I don't know. Just start smiling to everybody you already know, and then maybe you'll have the confidence to be like, hey,
Say hi, how you doing?
say hello. And then if they have a glint in their eye, then just spark up a conversation with them.
Yeah. How's your day going?
No, Feather, I know you're new in this room. I just feel like I don't know, your energy feels familiar. Like I know you outside of this room. I don't know. Anyway.
No. Mm. Oh, Charlie's gonna drive me. What's wrong? What do you need? You've made a mess.
Yes, Shelby,
Oh.
we're back. We do want to know.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. This is my little chunk.
Isn't she adorable?
Yeah, she's had me all to herself for a while. And so when I don't pay attention to her,
her coloring is just so beautiful. You don't see that in a poodle very often, where you've got the cream and the apricot together.
well,
So
she's
pretty.
yeah, I like those colors. She's a Shih Tzu, a Shih Tzu and a poodle.
Well,
yeah, she's got the body of a Shih Tzu, tail is a Shih Tzu, but the head of a poodle.
The head of a poodle.
Her fur is like poodle. She's got a little Shih Tzu fur, but not much, which is
most
good.
of it's curly. I love the poodle's curly hair.
Oh yeah, and
it doesn't shed, which is amazing.
That's what I love. I can brush and brush and brush and not get much of anything.
Not get a bunch of residue.
Had dogs before that shed like crazy. Yeah. You feel better now? No licking. No, lick my face. I love you, but no. So, okay, well, we'll come back next. Let's see. She's a cutie. Here, let me go through this. Today is Friday night. Tomorrow morning. Oops, no, don't get close to that candle. Tomorrow morning, Miss Susan Grayson will be on at 10 o'clock Arizona time, Mountain Standard. So that's like Pacific time right now. She comes on at 10 a.m. She's very punctual, sometimes even early. And she's very good. She's a good medium and psychic. And she teaches. She's written a book on mediumship, writing another one right now. Very fast. Like she'll pull cards and give you a reading in a few seconds. She reads, I've been told she's done as many as 50 readings in an hour. And that's like, wow. That's a lot. Anyway, that's Saturday. Now, on Sunday, you can come back, and I will be back here with Miss Jess Mercer, and it's called Psychic Sunday, and we have fun, and that's at 11 o'clock Mountain Standard, Arizona time, 11 to 1. So you can come back then. And then Sunday afternoon, there are times where sometimes you'll see Angie and Sherry on. They haven't been on recently, but if you have subscribed and set that little notification bell, you'll get a message then when she comes on. That is Sunday. We don't have anybody currently on Monday that I'm aware of. Tuesday, usually Miss Julie Karen is on with Claudine, and it's a show more about herbals and mushrooms and elevating natural, holistic. They call it the show that flows. I'm not sure if it'll be on. There's been a problem, and so, or not a problem. Somebody's got a family crisis, so it just depends on whether they'll be able to be on or not. But they're usually on Tuesdays from 9 to 11, I believe, is Mountain Standard. Okay, that's Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, Miss Julie is on again. She does interviews, and they're very interesting. She's gotten all kinds of people. And so tune into that. That's at 8 o'clock in the morning, Mountain Standard. Okay. And that is Wednesday. Then Wednesday night, if you come back, Mr. Don from Sonoran Mystic Tarot and Miss Angie, A5 Says. That's a fun show. However, you need to be subscribed and have that bell set, because they're what I call ishy. They strive to come on at 6 o'clock Mountain Standard, but there are many times they don't get on until 8:30. You know, they get to chatting with each other, and I get it, because it happens, you know, and you lose track of time, and then you're like, holy mackerel, we're an hour past our time. So if you subscribe, you'll get a message when they go live, Wednesday nights. Then on Thursday, we have Mr. Don again. He'll come on with Shauna Sellers from the Naturally Divine Goddess. Stop it. And they do a show about 11 o'clock Eastern time. So that would be 8 o'clock Mountain Standard. And they're ishy too. I'm not sure if the common thread is Dawn or if it's just that's how they are. You're going to be in trouble in a minute. That is Thursday. And then you're back to Friday. Now, Friday morning, like this morning, Julie was on with Scott Underwood. Scott channels Archangel Gabriel. And it's very interesting. So you might want to tune into that. And they come on about 9 o'clock Mountain Standard as well. So there we go. Kina, hey. I've seen you 2 days in a row. What's going on, girl? My goodness. Do you want a reading, or are you just in to say hi? What have I got here? Well, maybe I got through to her. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, it is 8:30 here. Well, so 6:30 there, huh? Must be a full moon. I don't know. We're kind of past the full moon, but next week there's a new moon. So anyway, well, if we don't have anybody else that's going to want it, Kina, a general. Okay, what's your zodiac sign, honey? What's your sun sign? All right, Kina. Okay, Feather, you'll be right after Kina. Kina, let's just... Whoa. I caught it. Capricorn, huh? Well, the first thing I'm hearing is that you have everything that you need to make the life you want. Yeah, everything you need is right at the fingertips, is what they're showing me. A lot of options there right now, but you're overthinking. Wow. Is that the theme tonight? Everybody's overthinking stuff?
I think so.
Okay. This is why I've seen you 2 nights in a row. They were showing me that you have been kind of in your hermit mode, kind of, isolated, but you're done with it. You've come out. You're back, kind of coming back into life. Oh, Kina. Kina, can we talk? You got an Ace of Cups, girl. That's new love. Yeah, I understand. Just be careful. You'll get stuck there. You don't want that. And then you miss things like an Ace of Cups. New love. Well, I'm just making a mess here. Look at that. Oh, and it's a King of Cups. Did you tell me you're Capricorn? This would be a Pisces. Okay. You've been in hermit mode, but not anymore. I've seen you 2 days in a row, and I can't remember before that the last time I saw you. Have you been manifesting? Miss Kana, have you been manifesting? If you've been trying to manifest love, it's about to happen, girl. Wow. I got Taurus energy here. Well, here you are. No, that's not. That's transformation. This relationship could really turn into something. You've been in the middle of transformation. That's why you've been in hermit mode. Last card, please, for Kina. Well, that was quick. A new road here, honey. You've got a new road to go down, new beginning. All right, Sarah, what do you have for Miss Kina?
Okay, so I'm getting that you're starting to understand kind of your inner goddess or your strengths, your spiritual strengths, your beliefs, understanding, you know, what you want to focus on, what you don't want to focus on when it goes to that, but you need to also work on your voice speaking. So the blue represents the throat chakra and like actually speaking more. I know it's hard to like talk to people when you start to kind of what I call come out of the closet and talk about all of these spiritual things and the things that you know that you're about. But they're telling me that there's still some people that you're afraid of being your true self. And like having that voice and speaking it will free you. And it opens the door and breaks down the walls to a lot of things because we're learning about ourselves, but then there's a part of us that's fearful to be ourselves openly, right? So basically what they're telling me is don't be afraid. This is the time where people are going to be more accepting of you being who you are unapologetically and stand in that power. That the staff is symbolizing standing in that power, and this is symbolizing that inner knowing, that crystal ball. And then all of this is symbolizing like healing abilities. So you're starting to understand all of that, and it's kind of coming to your understanding a little more clearer. But don't be afraid to be who you are and voice that. Does that make
Because that's
sense?
so true. You've been very silent.
Okay.
Yeah, see, because I hadn't heard anything about you. Although I have seen some pictures, like maybe Vegas and a few trips, outings, celebrations. But yeah, speak.
But the spiritual side, like, you're not afraid to get out there and be seen as a beautiful woman. But I'm talking about like standing in the goddess part of you, the spiritual part of you, being unapologetically what you see and you understand, and not let anybody tell you that, hey, that you're making that up or that's not real. It's a process of just saying, no, I'm unapologetically who I am no matter
Yep,
what.
and if you don't accept it, bye bye.
Yeah, then you're not my people.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Be gone.
Feather. Okay, you want to know how you can create more balance in your life. Okay, what's your zodiac sign, honey? Do you know? What's your sun sign? One more time. Okay. Feather, 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 feather. Aquarius, thank you. Are you kind of a pessimist? Or there's somebody you're not seeing eye to eye with? And they want you to have some patience. Okay. How can you get things in balance? They're saying use your intuition, listen to your gut. Realize that there is more there than you are able to see. Okay? Shh. Do you need to go potty? All right, just a minute. You're welcome, Kina.
You're welcome.
Aha. Something is just completed in your life. There could have been some pain involved with this. I mean, well, which is it? What do you need? Lay down. Heather, did something happen recently that was very painful? You could have lost a person or put an end to something. Something has ended. And the way they're showing it to me, there was pain involved. Charlie, shh. What is your issue, dog? Huh? What is your issue? Feather, feather. Feather. You know, readings, I know you're new here, honey. Readings are kind of like looking at a map. I look at a map in my head, kind of like that. And many times in the readings, I'll come to like a fork in the road. Okay. And that's when I ask questions, because I can go either way. And one way is the better direction. You'll get better information. So I kind of need to know. I mean, I could just choose one. You'll try to use your, okay, that's fine. But did something end recently? Something. What do you want? You need to go potty? Huh? Another card, please, for Heather. Oh, you are really on my nerves. Last card, thank you. Okay. Feather, are you involved with somebody in a relationship? Oh, well, that's a little late. Cards are out, huh? You don't have to answer the question. I can just let it go. I won't tell you what that says then. Yeah, we'll go back to just the fact that you need to use your intuition more. And I guess, what they're saying is that something has ended. You need to work that through, process all of that. Come here, I am just over you. Ow, ow, ow. No. I'll leave it at that, okay? What do you have for Feather, Sarah?
Okay, Heather, what I'm getting is that you have been thinking, okay, so I'm working with the chakra and the colors and what they mean. So the root chakra is red, and it has to do with living in survival mode and basic, kind of like what's going on with the world right now. Everybody's kind of in that, mode of survival and all of that. And what they're showing me is that you've been using your intuition to try to make sense of what's going on. But instead of processing it, you're just letting all that stuff float around in your head and kind of making this big cesspool of things like, what should I do? Where should I go? How is this going to work in my life? And it's creating its own imbalance doing that. So if you kind of maybe took a break from social media, from what people's fears and all of that stuff, anything that's fear based, like try to remove that from your life, because the reality is our thoughts are what create our reality. So if you live in fear of what's going on or what's going to happen, it will literally create that for you. So if you want balance, you've got to change your focus. Two, yeah, turn off the TV, turn off the news, turn off the, anything that's going to talk about current, stuff going on. Like, it's not going to change whether we know about it or not. So just, change your perspective about it, that, hey, I'm going on the timeline that's, things are going to work out and everything's going to be okay and all of that. And then the other thing is really start to work on being grounded. Because if you're grounded, those things can't pull you all over the place. And so shield and grounding yourself will help you from emotionally, feeling unbalanced during times like this. And so once you peel away some of that stuff, you'll be able to have a sense of feeling more balanced about things. But don't let yourself get pulled in, and we're all kind of doing it sometimes, into the tornado of all of these distractions that are getting thrown out to us to bring our vibration down. You've got to pull yourself away from it, and catch a breath. So that's what I'm getting.
Yeah, and the only thing I'll add to that is to ground, you need to put your feet in the earth. Okay, so take your shoes and socks off and go stand in the grass, go hug a tree. I'm not sure where you live, but you know, get into the ocean or in a lake, immerse in some water. Hey, Lewis. Hey,
Hey,
Stephanie.
Lewis. Hi, Stephanie.
Yeah, but go barefoot, take a walk barefoot, watch where you walk. But
I've heard from some people that don't have any grass and like I don't have any grass or whatever. You can stick
yeah,
your finger in a plant,
there you
just
go.
the dirt of the plant.
Go
Get
get
you a
some.
little plant.
Yeah, get a bag of dirt and a pot and plant something.
Put something in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope that helps you, dear.
Thank you for joining us. We hope to see
Yeah.
you again. We're here every Friday night from 5 to 7.
There you go. Okay, let's see.
Good to see you too, Lewis. It's good to see you.
Stephanie wants a message and she's Capricorn. All right, Charlie, you're gonna have to get down. Oh, Charlie's not very cooperative tonight.
She's just like, Mom, you're back at it. What?
Come on, give me.
What is going on?
Yeah, I've had you all to myself. Okay, Stephanie Pearl. Stephanie Pearl. What do you want to tell Stephanie Pearl? Thank you.
What was Stephanie's question?
She just wanted a message.
Oh, I thought she said I would. Oh, she's just saying I would love a message. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was a love reading. Okay.
What are you manifesting, dear? They're telling me you're manifesting. Hey, Julie, it's so good to see you.
Oh, Julie, hi.
Julia is a old friend of mine. Now, I don't want to get into how old we are, but we've known each other a long time. We were both flight attendants together, and now she's a chef and has her own catering business. So,
Nice.
Julie, if you want a reading, let me know what kind of reading, or if you have a question, and I'll need to know your zodiac sign, please. Okay. And we're going to finish Stephanie. Well, Stephanie, if you're not manifesting right now, they want you to for sure. Ooh, Stephanie. Are you in a relationship? I see there's somebody here. Okay, this is about love. There's somebody there in love, wanting. Aha. Okay. They're telling me you need to stay more focused in your head. What was your sign? Capricorn. You're usually pretty grounded. This is saying okay. Aha, you may have no relationship. Well, honey, you've got one coming. They could be Gemini. Here's a Knight of Cups, honey. That is somebody coming towards you in love, okay? They want you to keep your head about you. But it's going to be good. It's going to be very reciprocal, Okay. Not one of those where you give and they take all the time, or vice versa. Um, could be a Gemini, or it could just be that it's a soulmate, because I've got the Lover's card here. Huh. All right. What do you have for Stephanie?
So Stephanie, it's funny because they had me pull one that I'd already had done, and it actually has your name on it. So this is from back when I gave you this. They want me to show you this again. So what they're telling me, and we're talking about the colors now, the root chakra and the throat chakra, you're you need to balance between the two. So, right now we're living in a lot of chaos, a lot of things going on, whatever, survival mode, making sure, that the bills are paid and all that kind of stuff. But there's something about you needing to use your voice and stand up for what you deserve to have, whether that's in your job or whatever, in your family, the people around you, your friends, like setting boundaries with people and balancing that out, because you're kind of like the go-to person that they come to solve everything and every crisis, and then, listen and all of that. And it's like you're wearing too many hats. And then they're saying once you balance that, it's going to feel like you are balanced and you are standing more in your spiritual power, because you'll have time to tap into those messages. You'll have time, like you're a really good energy worker. Like you can literally balance yourself. Um, this is representing Kundalini energy. So you intuitively know how to balance that, but what's keeping you out of balance are these two things: what's going on in the world and you being the one everybody turns to. So you need to set some boundaries with people, if that makes sense. So they want you to see this again. Hopefully that's helpful.
All right. Julie Creo, you're next. Leo, and you were concerned about, will you have another relationship? I immediately heard yes, but what I also heard was that you have to be open to it. So let's see what the cards say. Thank you, Angels. Lewis, you'll be the last reading. You'll be right after Julie. Okay. This person, well, no, that's telling me. Is there some decision, Julie, that you've been putting off? Something. Shh. Just a minute. Oops. No, I get that card, not you. Ugh. Okay. What they're showing me is that you're like the Energizer Bunny. Or you're my age, so I can say it. You're like the Timex watch. You take a
Licking and keep on.
and keep on ticking. Let's see. They want you to get grounded and get things a little more in balance, but they're showing me this decision that it's like you've been putting this off. You're wanting more information, and they're saying you're not going to get it. You just need to make the decision. Once that's done, things are going to move. Yeah. And they're going to go in a new direction. but you've got to get yourself in balance. Get grounded. Put your feet in the dirt. Get into the ocean. Last card, please, for Julia. Thank you. Yeah, they're showing me you've had a lot of success with work, and we know that. Thinking of retiring? Hey, well, you're going to wait a minute. Oops, there we go. Yeah, you have somebody here. Could be a Pisces. You've got a King of Cups is right here waiting. But I don't think anything's going to happen until you make this decision. And then once that's done, things are going to move in a new direction. You do need to get your feet into the dirt. KJ, I think we're going to be done after this next reading, honey. No, but I think I need a vacation at the beach. Yes, you do. Okay? So do I, but I'm not going to get it. You go to the beach and get in that ocean. Put your feet in the sand. That's a good way to get grounded. And that will help you get things in balance. Or if nothing else, it gives you a connection so that you can't be pulled off your roots. Okay? So you need to do that. Send me a picture. I always see your pictures. I'm sorry, KJ, but yeah, we're supposed to be going off in a minute, and I still have one more reading. I hope that helps you a little bit. You got to make that decision, though. Okay? And it's good to see you. Come back. I'll be back I'm on Sundays from 11 to 1 Arizona time, Mountain Standard. If you're still in St. Louis, which I think you are from what I know, then I'm on from 1 to 3 Central. Okay? Good to see you. What do you have for Miss Julia?
So it agrees with what you were saying, and there's two visuals. This one would be, okay, so you've got all this information, right? And it's wearing you down because it's all this stuff going on. So it's a visual basically for what Bonnie's saying. It's time to ground yourself. This is like a stand. So basically, if you ground yourself, you'll be like like a doll on a stand. You can't be moved. You're going to be able to sit right in all of this information. If you need to write it down so that you can see the columns of pros and cons and all of that, do that because you have it all at your fingertips like this. And then the other thing I got right away was exactly what you said, going out in the water. But actually, the sand's going to help. And then also, for some reason, you've had past lifetimes as a water person. So you being in the water is going to make a huge difference. And remember what that feels like while you're in there at the beach, in the ocean, like feeling the water. And then when you are actually in the shower or a bathtub or any of that stuff, you're visualizing how that felt because the water is going to be very grounding for you, very cleansing. It's going to take you to a place, where you can actually visualize that in when you're meditating or any of that kind of stuff. So they're saying that that's your happy place. So remember what that experience feels like. And they're saying, yes, go to the beach and like remember what that feels like so you can visualize that.
Okay. Well, come back, like I said, Sunday or next Friday night. We'll see you then. Good to see you. Lewis, you were the last one. Gemini, highest and greatest. Your guides told you to pop in, huh? Well, that's cool. Right. Let's see. Lewis, black. Lewis, back. Message for Lewis. Message. Lewis. Well, the first card out is you, Gemini. That's why I asked for that sign. You've got something new opportunity coming here. Charlie, just a minute. You're next. Ah. Okay. Dog. Yeah. You've got this new opportunity coming, hon. And what they're saying is it's been coming to you very slowly and methodically. Oh, that dog's. But it has something to do with making some long-term plans. And it's going to be a success. Charlie, stop it. I don't know. Let's see. One more card, please. Last card for Lewis. Just a minute. You're next. Last card for Lewis, please. Oh, there. Oh, okay. Lewis, are you married? Because what I just got was a 2 of Cups. I guess I could look at this as a relationship. No more barking. Stop it. Lewis, are you still here? Lewis. I'm gonna come get you, dog. Lewis, are you here?
He
Oh.
said, no, ma'am.
No relationship. Okay, well, I think there's one coming. New opportunity here. Okay. Coming at you very slowly and methodically. It's going to have some long-term plans with it. It's going to be successful. And it is a 2 of Cups. That is a soulmate coming at you. Boom, chakalaka. You're single. Well, okay, for now. Sarah, what do you have for Lewis?
So there's 2 things that are coming up. Well, actually 3, but let me see if I can tie this together. Okay, so everything is starting to come together for you, and you're building a solid foundation in your mind about what this opportunity is, this business, this what you're trying to do. Write it down and they're saying, make your cards, make your business cards like I think I've said that to you before, like make those cards so it makes it official in your mind. It doesn't matter if you're only doing one thing, consultation or how to run the machine or the equipment. Start with something. You don't have to know the whole what it's going to end up. Start with one thing. The business card makes it official. Come up with the business name, whether it's your name or whatever, but you're building this really solid foundation. And then they're saying, you don't get out in the sun enough. Get out in the sun and start meditating in the sun, even if it's only 10 minutes, so that you can get those downloads and that reassurance and confidence. Your guides are trying to.
Uh-oh. I think we just lost her. Let's see if she comes back in. I think she might have lost her battery. And that will happen sometimes. Let me see if she comes back in and we'll bring her back. And then I think we're going to be done for the night. Let's see. Well, give her a second. That's frustrating on both ends when that happens. Certainly. All right, come on, Charlie. Charlie. You've got to be nice. Be a good girl. Well, you may be out of luck here, Lewis, until next time. Because if she may have lost her internet too. Oh, wait, there she is. Don't go away. There she is.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. My phone usually stays charged, but Spirit just took it out tonight. I didn't realize it. Gosh, crazy.
That's okay. Go ahead and finish.
Everybody's still here. Okay, so Lewis, I was getting that you need to like just really stop being in your head and just move forward with it. And like I've told you, make that list of people and just step into it. Next thing is when it comes to you keep getting these readings that you've got somebody coming, you're blocking it. You're like blocking it because you're afraid. I don't know, they're going to like me the way that I am, or I've got this situation going on, or whatever, da da da. But you're blocking it. So if you actually want this person to come through, don't worry about that stuff because they're going to like you exactly as you are. It won't matter about any of whatever's going on. The right person, it won't matter about any of that stuff. And then the last thing that it's showing me is that you're leveling up and you're going to start seeing more stuff. So these are like all hybrid animals and things and whatever. And you're going to start seeing more things around you. And the person that you're meant to be with is going to understand that stuff. You're going to be able to have those conversations, going to be able to help you with your business and build your business and like a power couple type thing. And I think I've had that vision for you before. But anyway, that's what I'm getting for you. So hopefully that's helpful.
Yeah. That's cool. See all that stuff. That's a pretty card. Really pretty.
Thank you.
You're going to make all those into an oracle deck, right?
One of these days, yes. I have to get enough of them.
Oh, goodness. Well, I hope everybody got their questions answered. And if you didn't, I made the church announcements. You know when you can find us. And come back and see us again real soon, okay? Oh, would you please quit chewing on my arm?
Oh,
Take care, and we'll see you next time.
good to see you.
A light behind the curtain, we shine for certain. But now we're in the hour of goodbye. There's music in the silence, we know